It was, needless to say, one of the toughest assignments I've ever had. Ironically, my very first assignment, my very first graduate course was write a poem about America, and it became the first poem in my first book. So it's, on one hand, it's a topic that obsesses me, this idea of sort of who am I, but I think I was also asking who are we in America. And what I've realized through this whole process, that number one, it was going to be impossible to sort of call out everybody that I am, yes, that I'm the youngest, gay, and Hispanic, but I represent all of America at that moment. That was the breaking sort of aha moment that I had through the process of the poem, nerve-wracking poem, was that, well, let me just approach this as I would write, with my same sort of lusciousness and description and imagistic and accessibility that I used to approach to write about, you know, the more familiar subjects. So that was a interesting process to go through. Kind of always believed and felt in America long before this assignment of how America works. I mean, how it takes us all to be able to be this people that we are, this country. I think in some ways when I look back at America in the same way that I think America's story is my story and vice versa, in the sense of it's going through its own negotiation. It's going through its own sort of trying to figure itself. America's still sort of trying to figure itself out. It's still, you know, the word hope and tomorrow, a new beginning, is as fresh today as it was, you know, a couple hundred years ago. And so that sense of where we are now, you know, how we move and negotiate as a people, individually but also together, is, I think, very important. It's something I wanted to sort of infuse in the poem, though a lot of in the poem is in between the lines, of course. I mean, I got 3 minutes, which just probably took longer to just say that than what the poem will take.